The full moon on February the 16th brings the key energy theme of the embodiment of love, grace, and gratitude. Now, it's a perfect time now, especially now with, Valentine's Day just passing. But now this full moon truly brings that inner awakening of that truly embodying the energy of love, grace, and gratitude. And in this video, I want to share with you the 5 key things that I think you should know about this full moon on February the 16th, so you can really make the most out of this inner awakening of your heart, so you can really too also tap into more love, grace, and gratitude. So stay tuned. Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome back to another video. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. So excited that you're here. Now, in case you don't know me, my name is Kay Sanders. I'm a divine messenger and celestial healer, here to assist awakening souls on their spiritual awakening journey. And this channel is all about helping you awaken to your power within. So if you are on your spiritual awakening journey and you would like some assistance in really helping you awaken more to your power within and making sense of all that you're experiencing with the spiritual awakening, then please be sure to subscribe and also hit the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I release new content. So this full moon on the 16th really taps into the energy of love, gratitude, and grace. And the first key thing that I want you to know about is that because of the energy that we're being given right now, you're also having an inner heart awakening to feel more love and gratitude for your path, your life, for everything that you're experiencing, for how much you have grown. Because you have grown. I mean, you have grown over these last, just this year alone, and we're just at the beginning of 2022, but even last year you have grown. You have grown so much. Maybe you had your very first awakening, or maybe your awakening journey just started last year or recently, or maybe you have been on your awakening journey for some time, but you have grown. And now this energy of really that key energy theme of embodying that love and grace and gratitude is really now opening your heart to really feel more of that, to feel more gratitude about your path, about your life, about all that you have experienced, even the bad things, even the things that really were challenging. Now you're also feeling more grateful for all of that, because it all was part of your journey. It all was meant to happen the way it did, because it helped you find your way in life. It helped you get onto this path that you're on right now, and it will also help you move forward. But it truly helped you, or it helped you, assist you in getting to where you're at right now. And I would say, I'm pretty sure you're an amazing person, just the way you are right now. But now with this energy that we're being given, these downloads, these energetic downloads that we're being given, it truly opens up our heart to come from love, to come from grace, and to also be more grateful about, anything in life. Because it's really when we're tapping into energy of gratitude is when we not just expand our heart, but that's also when the magic happens, right? When you then align yourself to the higher frequencies. So that inner awakening, that inner heart awakening is now really unfolding to really help you be more open to love, grace, and gratitude. And then the second thing is that there's also now an ease and flow unfolding where life is starting to become easier. Now, I talked about, before that, you were meant to now move forward, where you felt inspired to really move forward. Well, now you're really experiencing that ease and flow in your life, where things just start to become easier for you, where, opportunities show up, where, doors open for you that maybe previously have been closed, but things just flow rather effortlessly than before, where you felt like you maybe had to make things happen and really push and grind to move forward. But now things are starting to become easier, unless you're still holding on to resistance. Which then actually brings me to the third piece here, is that now you're also having the opportunity to really release the resistance, to allow yourself to really surrender to your path ahead, to surrender to your higher path that is now unfolding. Because if you're still holding on to resistance, things are still challenging. Things are still not moving as easy as you would like them. So if you really want to tap into the energy of ease and flow, then the third thing is really here. You're having now the opportunity to really release the resistance, because you don't need to resist anything. You don't need to resist your path. And maybe you're also then starting to realize that, you know what, life doesn't really have to be that hard. Things don't have to be that challenging and hard. I mean, it could be easy. I mean, if you're looking around, maybe you're realizing that other people, you know, things just starts flowing for them. It's not so hard for them either. And maybe you're now also realizing that you would like more ease and flow in your life. Well, then here, take advantage of this full moon on the 16th to really release the resistance, to allow yourself to really surrender to your higher path, because, well, your higher path, it is meant to unfold. It is meant to unfold. And I want to invite you to check out an aura cleansing activation that I recently released to help you release some of that stuck energy that is within you. Once you start releasing some of that energy, it could help you then really move forward with more ease, because if you're holding on to a lot of that stuck energy, it can cause you to feel resistance to moving forward, resistance to, you know, surrendering to your higher path. But really right now you have this beautiful, beautiful opportunity to just stop resisting, to release the resistance, to really surrender, because when you surrender, then things start to flow easier, because, well, you're letting go of the resistance. You're stop fighting what is asking to unfold. You're basically taking the brakes off of you moving forward, your success, your abundance, whatever it is that you want. Which brings me into the fourth piece here, is that once you start releasing the resistance and surrendering, you're then also opening yourself up to tapping into the infinite possibilities. Because anything and everything is possible for you. And even things that you haven't even thought of yet, that you haven't even considered yet, infinite possibilities are available for you. And once you release the resistance, you open yourself up to more abundance, more ease, more flow, more growth, more transformation, more anything that you want. Now think of something that you would really love right now, that you would love to experience, that you would love to create, that you would love to call forth. And then tap in and ask yourself, where are you in resistance of actually having it? Where are you resisting doing the things that you feel inspired to do out of fear, out of doubt, or whatnot? When you become aware of what are you resisting, what is holding you back, well, then you have awareness. And with awareness comes the power of choice. Then you can then decide, well, what do I want? Do I want to hold on to this? Do I want to hold on to the resistance? Do I want to hold on to the struggle? Or do I just want to surrender? And really allow yourself to tap into that inner knowing of what is that next step? What is that next best step for you that will help you get to where you're meant to go? And then go about it. Because when you really surrender and let go, you truly open yourself up to the infinite possibilities. And that's the opportunity that you have now. You have the opportunity to really open yourself up to letting things be easy, to allowing infinite possibilities to come into your life. But the key here is you've got to release the resistance. You can't have one foot on the brakes and trying to take off. It just doesn't work that way. It's like you're kind of moving slowly, but it's like constantly on the brakes. But when you take the foot off the brakes, you're moving forward with more ease, and you're getting to your destination much faster than you keep having your foot on the brakes. And that's what you're being given right now, the opportunity to take that foot off of the brakes and to move forward and to move into the direction of really tapping into the infinite possibilities that are truly, truly available for you. And then the fifth piece here is that you then also now have that inner sense of gratitude that causes your heart to expand. You then also become more compassionate about yourself, your path, and even others, and your life in general. Where you really then tap into that inner gratitude of, you know, how far you have come. You're then also not beating yourself up as much as maybe you have up until this point. You're really becoming compassionate for yourself. Maybe even start loving yourself more, valuing yourself more. One of the key things that has been happening a lot lately too that I have experienced is really the key is the self-compassion and the self-worth, the self-value. And now with this inner sense of gratitude now also unfolding, and it expands your heart, you may then also feel more worthy of having exactly what you want, of feeling deserving of having what you want, of really feeling the value that you bring to the table by you just being you, because you are valuable. You are worthy. You are deserving. You are an amazing soul. And now you may also then realize that a little bit more. You know what? I'm already good. I can really do this. I'm already a lot further than I thought I am. And you stop looking at your faults. You stop looking at what hasn't been working. And you look more at the things that are working and that you are moving forward. And it's easy to get stuck in, well, I'm not there yet. I want to be there, but I'm not there yet. I want to have more money, but I don't have that yet. I want to have a successful business, but I don't have that yet. I want to have a loving relationship, but I don't have it yet. So now with this whole, really does that inner expansion of your heart, really tapping into the gratitude, you will also then be grateful for the path, because you are getting there. And you're feeling more compassionate about you as a soul, as a person, and being grateful for your journey, because each and every day you're growing. Each and every day you're expanding. Each and every day you're transforming. Maybe you're not realizing it yet. Maybe you're saying, well, no, I'm not transforming. I'm not changing, and nothing has changed for me. But maybe ask your friends and family and see what they're saying. Maybe they're then telling you that, what, you have changed. You have grown. Or maybe not. Maybe you don't want to go talk to your friends. Maybe they're not seeing that. But you for yourself, I really want to invite you to tune in and just be grateful for your path. Be grateful for your journey. Because when you're really tapping into that, that also increases your light. It increases your vibrancy. And that also, of course, then attracts more good to you. And then you truly become the beacon of light, the person that really makes an impact in the world by you just being you, by you just doing your own work, by you just turning up your light. That then has a ripple effect. Because any work that you do on yourself, it's not just going to impact you. It impacts every single person you come in contact with, whether you know it or not. You don't even have to be a coach or mentor or healer or anything like that, or go into that kind of profession. You don't even have to do that. But you just doing your own work has a ripple effect, because you then show up differently. Your vibration is brighter and lighter and higher and more uplifted. That also then affects the people that you're around, because everything that you do for yourself, it comes from within. It ripples out. And that's the beautiful thing. So no matter where you're at right now, you doing your work is already impactful, is already powerful, not just for yourself, but every person that comes in contact with you, and even the people that they come into contact with. Because think about it, when you have a conversation with someone and you're really shining brightly, you're really coming from the heart, you're really tapping into the energy of gratitude, of love, of compassion, of joy, of happiness, and you're having this beautiful conversation with this person, and then they go home, they feel so much better. Well, that impacts their family. So you see how that has a ripple effect? So now you're really being given so many downloads, so many cosmic opportunities to really tap into your heart. And, February is the month of love anyways with Valentine's Day, but now the full moon on February the 16th really allows you to tap into, to really embody the key energies of love, gratitude, and grace. Really allow yourself to tap into that. So here I want to give you some action steps that I want to invite you to do, around the full moon, or especially on the full moon, is, get your journal out, get a pen, maybe even light a candle, and then just write whatever you're grateful for. And I'm not talking about the big things. I'm talking about the small things that, you just getting up in the morning, you can be grateful for that. You having food in the fridge to eat, you having water to cleanse yourself, to drink, things like that. Be grateful for that. Be grateful for who you are, for how far you have come, for everything. Just write anything and everything that you're grateful for. Take about 5, maybe even 10 minutes if you feel called to, but 5 minutes to write all the things down that you are absolutely grateful for. And then as you're writing it, don't just write it, but tune into the energy of gratitude. Now just imagine you're doing this for 5 minutes. For 5 minutes, you're tuning into the energy of gratitude that changes your vibration, that changes your light, that lifts you up higher. that also then aligns you then to the greater abundance. And then also maybe become aware, when are you in resistance? And like what I mentioned earlier, like look at all the areas of your life and think about the things that you would want, that you really would love to have and experience and do and be. And then ask yourself, what are you resisting? What are you resisting to actually achieving that, having that, calling that forth? And then when you have that awareness of what you're resisting, then you have a decision to make. You can then decide, are you going to release that? Or are you going to keep it? Now, if you want to keep it, you may then also want to ask yourself, how is this still serving me? And then here too, you can make a decision. But really take some time now leading up to the full moon and around the full moon to really tap into the energy of gratitude. Really fill your heart with love, gratitude, compassion, with grace for who you are, your path, and anything else that you want to be grateful for. Really tap into that. So here you go, you have the 5 key things. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button and maybe even leave a comment below. Let me know, what are you grateful for? What is it that you're truly grateful for? And maybe even what would you like to call forth now with the energy of the full moon? Put your intention out there. Make it known to the universe. What is it that you want? I would love to know about what you're grateful for and also what you want to call forth. And I can, tune in as well and send you some loving energy as well to help you. Give it a little boost. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm super grateful that you're here. Be sure to check out this next video here about the aura cleansing to really help you cleanse your energy. And I look forward to see you again in the next video. Until then, make it an amazingly abundant, successful day. Namaste.